All right, y'all, so let's talk about this. So, I talked about people making a mockery of the sport of boxing. Now, I showed you a little clip of people talking about this guy, Salt Poppy, wants to get revenge for Jake Paul. If LeBron fought against Anthony Joshua, as good as this fight will be, I'm going with LeBron, all this crazy stuff. Oh, I show speed, he wants to fight Anthony Joshua. See, all of these people have been making a mockery out of the sport. This is why it's funny when I see comments like, oh, people are mocking Jake Paul, that's mean. Jake Paul has been mocking this sport. Let me give you the difference and show you how you guys are so full of shit, though. See, I have to be raw and real because other people don't want to do it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't play nice. I don't play at all. I do what's real. Example, when Clarissa Shields first went to MMA, and everybody was, oh yeah, she need to be humble. She thinks she's just gonna walk into MMA. And Clarissa Shields went into MMA, and the training alone, she understood this is different, and I gotta lock in. This is not what I'm used to. She's made that known several times. It's the idiotic fans who just say things just to say it. Well, Clarissa Shields is not going in there going, let me fight somebody that's like 60 years old that haven't fought in like 8 years or some shit. No, Clarissa Shields was in there fighting people on her level. You know, but basically, you know, more likely had more fights than her. I don't know if the first girl she fought only had one fight as well, but bottom line, Clarissa Shields went in there, found herself in an armbar and refused to give up, and said she was just gonna have to break it because I was not gonna tap. Now, did y'all say she showed tremendous heart? Because she certainly fucking did, and she wound up getting out of that shit. I think she outlasted it to the round, into the how it went, but she wound up winning that fight, and she didn't tap. She could have said, fuck this, man, she about to break my arm. Nah, y'all didn't say she felt tremendous, she showed tremendous heart. Y'all always worried about, oh, she thinks she can beat men, she thinks, okay, but here's the deal. Jake Paul doesn't fight people that's the same age as him, that's actually dangerous. No, yeah, but he don't have that much experience. Neither did Clarissa Shields. But she's in there fighting people, showing people, hey, I got a late start, but guess what? I'm here, and I want to smoke, and I want to learn. And she said it's way different from what she's used to, the training, everything. And she said it sounds like she wanted to like just say, all right, you know what, and kind of give up. But she like, nah, she's not a quitter. And she kept pushing. But no, she didn't show tremendous heart. Y'all say a motherfucker who ran all night showed tremendous heart. Okay, so hold up. Let's look at Butterbean. Butterbean didn't come in boxing and say, I'm the best boxer in the world. I'm better than all these boxers. No. You know what Butterbean said? He said, hey, man, everybody knows I'm a tough guy fighter. And it was a lead they had. He was fighting these tough man tournaments. He said, but I'm willing to go in there and fight anybody, man. And hey, man, you know, I hope I can land a big money fight. And they asked him, would he fight Tyson? He said, yeah, you know. And hey, listen, do I think Tyson would have cooked him? Yep. But you want to know what I respect about Butterbean? He was willing to go in there and at least try. Now, if he went in there and decided, I just want the paycheck and laid down, no, I wouldn't respect that. Just like I didn't respect when Bruce Seldon went in there against Mike and pretended that he got hit, and that punch clearly went over his head. We all seen the dive he took. He just didn't want to fight. We saw that. But Butterbean got respect because even the guys that he fought, what people didn't understand, back then boxing had more integrity. So no, who the fuck want to see Butterbean versus Mike Tyson or Holyfield? Nah, come on, man, it's an insult. But at the same time, Butterbean was willing to fight, not give me some washed up dudes that ain't fought, and then talking a whole bunch of crazy stupid shit. Same with Kimbo Slice. Kimbo Slice was in there, and the thing is this, right? In the UFC, there's really no bums. There's people that is not as good as they think they are, but it's hard for you to go in the UFC and you fresh out of just learning some shit and thinking you gonna go in there and really do something. You understand what I mean? So, but Kimbo Slice, they moved him right. And we talk about a guy that did nothing but street fight. Wasn't no MMA guy, wasn't no boxer. He was a straight up street fighter that said, hey man, I'm a street fighter, but I'll throw these at anybody, and hey, win, lose, or draw, I'm coming to fight. I'm trying to get this money, and I'm sure, you understand what I'm saying? So they were willing to go through the fire to get to it. Now, here's the deal. A wake-up call happens when you realize you're just not cut out for certain things. And Kimbo Slice also got a late start. These dudes, you can't even compare to Jake Paul. Because Jake fucking Paul didn't come in through the front door and say, listen, I'm here to learn. I got the heart, the respect, and the dedication. No, he comes and talks shit, play little silly games. He let the face off. He just sticking his belly out, touching fucking Anthony Joshua nipples, and just doing a bunch of goofy, silly shit. And I'm looking like, man, I don't know how the fuck nobody like this dude. But however, at the end of the fucking day, for people talking about, oh, it's not nice to mock people, and this dude made a mockery of the sport. And for any charities, that's the least you can do is give back, motherfucker, because you was fucking protected. You talking about somebody protected. You was protected, and you basically was allowed to come in through the back fucking door. And you see, basically, you got a lot of opportunists out there. So for all of the fighters that's not making top dollar, and they see an opportunity, like I said, they're going to jump on the bandwagon with Jake. Now, my whole thing is this. He did what he was allowed to do. That don't mean I got to respect that. I don't respect that shit. He did what he did. And yeah, listen, I'm not going to say he shouldn't have did what he did to get there, right? I'm going to say because it was his choice to do it. I don't agree with his choice, but it ain't about what I want. I'm saying as a man, as a stand-up man, that was some pussy shit that he did. It worked because the sport of boxing has lost its integrity. It's lost its identity. It's all about, if we can make money, that's all we care about. We don't care about people being disgruntled or don't like it or whatever. We care about the people that's willing to make money. I mean, to spend their money to help us make money off of them and help us stay rich while they broke asses are still running around here living from check to check. And even for those that can afford it and all, cool. And y'all sitting up here not understanding. Talk about mockery. Man, if you're helping the women make more money and you're doing things for charity, great. It's the fucking least you can do. When people are sitting here saying Terrence Crawford should pay the sanctioning fee and this and that, yeah, okay, cool. Because why? He made a living off of a sport he got paid very well for in the end. And wait, if that's the case, right, cool. You can state your opinion on that, talking about what he made. Okay, in a very short time, Jake Paul has made more money than Terrence Crawford has ever made. His whole career combined and the money he made against Canelo doesn't even come close to the amount of money that Jake Paul has already made. And look at who Jake Paul fought. Now, you don't belong in the same ring with Anthony Joshua. You aren't nothing in the ring to be in the same ring with Anthony Joshua, a guy that lost to fucking Tommy Fury. Yet, he's in the ring with Anthony Joshua. And people are mad because AJ didn't stick to the script. They don't care about the fake fighting. When I give you guys news and I talk to you guys, if you listen to me and you hear me and understand, like, I'm telling you facts, I'm telling you the truth. Well, yo, I don't care if the fights are fixed, as long as they're entertaining. You see all the people making stupid memes about AJ? You see all of those dumb articles and shit that people are posting talking about how, oh, AJ's a bully. And nobody gives a fuck about that. That's what pussies do. Start trouble and then cry about it afterwards. Here's the deal. When you understand what's at risk, when you understand, it's like when you come into a gym. You walk into the gym and tell me, yo, who your best fighter? Who your, I fuck up your best, who, or whatever. Man, it might not even be a fight in the ring. You might just get your ass beat the fuck up right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come in here with that respect. This dude doesn't respect pro boxing. He respects the fact that he can manipulate the system and he made big money off of it, and he wants to continue to make big money off of it. Now, here's a guy. Think about this. Here's a guy that just got his jaw broke in 2 different places from one punch by AJ. He's saying he want to come back and go to cruiserweight, stay at cruiserweight, but he's saying he want his next opponent to be Canelo. He said, okay, that's what he tweeted. Okay, so he want Canelo. So wait. Let's just look at this. You mean to tell me a guy like him get to pick and choose who he wants to fight because of his position? You didn't beat Anthony Joshua. You got your ass kicked. You got knocked out. Now you want to fight Canelo because it's all about paydays. This is what fighters do when they get to that point, especially like when they get to the tail end of their career. Hey man, it's all about big money fights now. I done paid my dues and deal with the younger cats. I'm getting older. I want nothing but big money fights. That's what it comes down to. The sad lesson that a lot of people learn is they don't learn it. A lot of them to their late 30s or whatever, and they missed out on a lot of money earlier. But that's what it comes down to. Here's a 28-year-old that fights everybody when he feel like he has the advantage. And at the same fucking time, he lost to Tommy Fury. They make all the excuses about how he don't have that many fights, and he shows improvement and he shows all this shit. Okay, whatever. He loses to AJ and he's talking about he want Canelo next. So he's gonna heal up in the hospital and all of a sudden he's just gonna get better and he's gonna be on the same level as Canelo. Is that what y'all believe is gonna happen? Is that what y'all think is really gonna happen? Nope, it's all about a money grab. That's all it's about. That's all it's ever been about. And all of this talk about mocking this sport has allowed it. The people that run this sport of boxing has allowed it. It's become what it is because of greed, because people are liars, they cutthroat, and all they care about is making some money. Y'all sitting up here now so worried about somebody else's wallet. Y'all pocket watching now. I'm not focused on these folks' money. I'm saying when I look at this sport of boxing and how people think, you think motherfuckers, it's like when people sit here and watch Michael Jordan videos and be talking about, man, I'd have been yamming on Mike. Mike wouldn't do that shit to me. Fuck that. These niggas ain't even playing defense, nigga. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you sit your little fucking 5'8" ass on the couch. Shit, I don't give a fuck how tall you are. Motherfuckers ain't did nothing. Ain't never did much of shit, but somehow they would have did this and that to Mike. They'd have did right. This is where we are. So when you have these misfits, like I don't care what the misfits do, stay in your fucking lane. And here's the thing, even if a misfit fighter decide, like this guy called himself Dean the Great, say he wanted to fight Shakur and all that. Okay, you ain't did nothing to earn no fight with Shakur. No. He's trying to get notoriety, and he knows that those videos will get a lot of people watching, and even if they say, who the fuck is this guy? Okay, they didn't know who I was before that video, but they know now. You go in the ring and get your ass beat, right? Don't go in there and play with these guys. Don't hold back on these guys. Beat the fuck out these guys. And make them understand you gonna respect the sport of boxing and stop walking around here acting like you some fucking tough guy because you out here beating up on guys that don't know how to box and getting in front of a camera doing it, and this shit's supposed to be impressive because you fighting some dudes that ain't never been in the fucking gym a day in their fucking life. But everybody think they can box because they watch the misfits. They watch these YouTube fighters and they sit up here and think that all you gotta do is put on some gym shorts, a pair of fucking Jordans and some gloves, and then just talk your shit, and you're a boxer all of a sudden. It's not how it works. But you silly gooses out here don't get it. What we're looking at, and what I'm looking at, the mockery of this sport is because, like I said, the powers that be allow it, because all they care about is money. So anybody that can attract people to their channels and they have views ain't never fought a day in their life, but somehow they'll find a way to get into a fight with somebody that has a name, and all of a sudden they're making millions of dollars. They're making big money simply because they got a YouTube channel but don't know how to fight. But at the same fucking time, the powers that be is going, hey, he has a following. How you think Logan Paul found his way into the WWE? Now, the difference between Logan Paul and Jake Paul is Logan actually did learn how to wrestle. And it's not an actual real sport, but he did learn how to wrestle. Jake Paul is in this motherfucker being carried. Jake Paul is in here fighting people that shouldn't even be in the ring anymore, or at all. Yet, Jake Paul, of all people on planet Earth, just fought Anthony Joshua. And you want to talk about making a mockery of the sport of boxing? This is going to be part one. That little short video was just like a prelude to this coming in. Catch you guys on the next video.